Okay. Ooh, it's bright up here. So much depends on the weather sometimes. So it doesn't look like Christmas, and I think this is where this came from. um, Moments pass, and at times I feel surreal in my activities of the dutiful bustler in a Christmas shopper shell, somehow missing the connection or thrill of fulfilling a list that will leave little room for thrill for them that made the request, no space for a guess. No snow to blanket the earth with sparkling mystery, green lawns and not frozen ponds add to the surrealism that vexes me into disenchantment. With a nod to C'est la vie and a well-placed namaste, I find some dapples of the Christmas spirit filtering in through a canopy of dissimulation, and a wave of effortless awareness calls me to the purity of a baby in a manger, sent to me and to humanity. And the message, in truth, is only to love. This gift given freely is what we can call from above, a higher power over the din of dutiful bustle, and all we must know is when to say when. So, this is December 3rd. I went to a yoga candlelight meditation and was very moved, and came home and just wrote, and there were candles and they were scented, and it was just very encompassing, and this is what I felt. Connecting with gratitude on a cellular, spiritual, effortless level of nurturing, heart entwined with warm flame and senses bathed in scented, glowing awareness of freedom, and a building of power housed in a vessel woven of the universe, connected by the sun and the sky and the moon and the earth, washed in waves of ocean's depth and crystal clear awareness. We are wonderfully made. The hub of gratefulness held in high esteem takes precedence over any downbringer. Dispel the darkness brought to the hearth of the heart, and release it to the bright awareness of spirit and self combined and connected for uplifting purpose of being. Giving is receiving. And then some of you are my Facebook friends, and I do what I call posted poetry, and it's usually just some little thing that comes to me in a moment, and the quickest thing to do is jot it down on my phone. So I kind of collected, this is starting in 2012, and just went through and wrote down all my posted poetry, so I'm just going to string them together here. Most of it has to do with the weather, I guess. Gray skies take a break, giving sun time to make blue and bright, mind awake. No jacket required, mild morn, sky meets earth, dampen rustles, murmur, easy gait of repose. Nala knows, fresh scents beneficiaries are she and I. Empty shells of pulp perched on doorsteps, grim reality of a purpose past, return to earth, renew the future seed and soil. Cardinal body, red like rose, brightens brush with haughty pose, says, see me. Frosty mitten on a branch, signals mother if by chance, pass this way again to see child's mitten in a tree. Crescent moon suspends in milky splash of cumulus. Orion's belt gleams with mystery in the night. Hubble has let us see how small are we, but spectacular. Words can't fill how dawn does display wondrous image of bright new day. World be big, we be small, but grand and wondrous are we all. Give pause, observe spirit. Pastel puffs of luminous blue silk ornaments the mind, seeking eye fills with wonder. Reconstituted night critters creak and churr and whir and pajeep, happy in moisture, happy in heat. Walking and breathing is thin and thick air, happy in spirit and happy aware. Earth lives, our Creator gives this day. Just me and my shadow, me and my thoughts. Even my Nala won't join me for walk. Leaves me in silence, leaves me in prayer. Ask my Creator to speak to me there. A breeze brushes chimes and helps me to know He is with me and my shadow, me and my thoughts. Inspiring flutters of activity set a tone of ambition and perseverance by the small sparrows which flit through the snow-tufted landscape, making ready their day and trusting our Creator's good care, and also will I. Snowbanks shrink, puddles seep, birds chirp with nests to keep. Our minds are nudged in hope of spring, although winter has more to bring. Still, think spring. The sunrise of my mind feels the earth is not so blind to the energy exchange between earth and sky and mind. Clean slate path interrupted with occasional prints of squirrel or bunny, then tracks of man and four-legged friend bring me to a tear and a sob. So low is me, so low. Charcoal smudges blur the edges of dawn and fray the bright with soft distraction. The wispy day echoes in body, and thoughts still cling to the bright and keeps the spirit defined in a blurred edge world of charcoal smudges in my mind. Brother Moon accompanied my early steps and encouraged my journey. Even veiled in cloud, his power is known. Move me. Hail Mary, full of grace, an inner monologue to peace my pace. Frozen crust, a noisy must that breaks a silent morn. 'Tis the time of year where plans do swirl and the bustle gives the mind a whirl. Serenity is day by day and try to focus on things that may only be done one by one this day. Oh, orange globe, you've blinded me with your solar power, blasting spots into my every blink. What sends us out and about brings us to a moment in time perfectly shaped to catch a glimpse of hawk landing in tree, backlit in perfection by glowing sun. Where we're on our way to becomes, in that instant, secondary to that clip in time. Joy to the world, heaven and nature sing. And this is actually just from this little book, The Reward of Life by R.L. Stevenson. It was published in 1911. But I was like, wow, it kind of brings us around to the things that we sometimes talk about here.
Please, would you hold it on this?
In this world of imperfections, we gladly welcome even partial intimacies. And if we find but one to whom we can speak out our heart freely, with whom we can walk in love and simplicity without dissimulation, we have no ground of quarrel with the world or God. It's an hour come soothe for age on youth, and it brooks with nae denial that the dearest friends are the oldest friends, and the young are just on trial. So long as we love, we serve. So long as we are loved by others, I would almost say we are indispensable, and no man is useless while he has a friend. What can be more encouraging than to find the friend that was welcome at one age, still welcome at another? Our affections and beliefs are wiser than we. The best that is in us is better than we can understand, for it is grounded beyond experience and guides us, blindfold but safe, from one age to another.